The auto shop is one of the best businesses to have in GTA Online as a solo player. It features a range of mini heists, vehicle deliveries and a custom 10-car garage which can make you big money if you know what you're doing. So today I'm going to hand over to you the best auto shop guide in GTA Online as of 2026. By the way, if I'm not as full as I am, it's because I'm not actually feeling too well. I had some spicy chicken yesterday. I have no idea what was in it, but yeah, I'm feeling a bit like thingy. But anyway, back to the guide. Firstly, to even buy this auto shop business, go to the LS car meet and you'll see a cutscene and you get introduced to Mimi. Then buy a membership there, and after that you now got access to buy all 5 auto shops. In terms of location, doesn't really matter because there's none in Palito Bay, which God forbid. But the best ones are in La Mesa and Burton, which are priced at around $1.8 to $1.9 million. Also, if you have Twitch Prime, you can get the Strawberry Auto Shop for free, which is also a nice location if you have other businesses in that area. Once you've chosen what auto shop you want to buy, you've got cosmetic and staff upgrades you can do to it, but if you're on a tight budget, skip these. The upgrades that actually benefit you will be in the extra section, where you find the personal quarters and an extra car lift. Purchase the personal quarters from $240,000 and you now have got access to spawn inside the auto shop, which has a bed, a gun locker and a wardrobe where you can change your outfits. If you purchase an extra car lift, you now have 2 customer vehicles at the same time, and we'll talk more about that later. Skip the staff for now, as they're not exactly necessary to your grind and don't really serve any purpose. You can ask them to deliver your customer vehicles, but these guys cannot drive, and Sesanta will message you complaining about how the car's all crashed up, and then you get less money. Well, yeah, you do get less money. Well, now it's time to buy the auto shop, and once you bought it, go to the auto shop and a cutscene will play where you meet the 2 most annoying people in GTA Online, KDJ, aka Moody Man, and his girlfriend Sesanta. The setup mission for the auto shop is simple. You have to go to the police station and recover Sesanta's car, and after that you now have access to the money maker, the auto shop contracts. These can pay out around $450,000 every hour if you utilize it correctly. There are 8 total contracts which pay out around $180,000 with the exception of 1, and they each take around 20 to 30 minutes to complete. Each contract has 2 setups and a finale. The setups can be done in free mode, so you can use your helicopters and your Oppressor Mark II. However, you can't use these in the finale, but you can use Sesanta's car or vehicles from the Los Santos Tuners update. But the best vehicle for these contracts are the Calico GTF. Anyway, the board will have 3 contracts on it which again pay out around $170,000 to $180,000. However, there's one contract which pays out way more, the Union Depository contract, which pays out around $300,000 while taking about the same amount of time to complete. You can do any contract you want, but I don't recommend doing the Lost contract, the Data contract or the ECU job if you're a serious grinder, because these contracts have the least payouts. You also cannot do the same contract back to back because there's a cooldown, but you can still make good money with this. But what if the 3 I just mentioned are on the board? Good question. Just click on one and press the first setup mission. As soon as you leave the auto shop, get out your phone and call Sesanta to cancel the current contract, which forces the board to refresh. Head into a new lobby or go back inside and there'll be 3 new contracts which hopefully are good contracts. And you can just keep spamming this method until you get the one you want. To get the max profit, do the Union Depository contract for a quick $300,000 and then do the Super Dollar deal after that for a quick $185,000. However, you will get less of a payout because these obnoxious people take a 10% cut, but you do get $10,000 a setup, so you can make most of that lost money back. The setup missions are relatively easy if you have a fast vehicle like an Oppressor or Vigilante. Most of the setups are not difficult and some are just fun and some are just plain annoying, the Lost contracts, but some of them can be skipped, like the defense setup for the Data contract or the signal jammer setup for the bank contract. To do this, just start the setup mission, and then as soon as you're out of the auto shop, head into a new invite only lobby and the game will mark the setup mission is done, which significantly cuts down your time to do the contract and it makes it less annoying. For the Union Depository contract, here's a tactic to complete it faster. In the finale, go to the left, steal the police car and follow the route I'm taking. Up there will be a helicopter which you can fly to the client, which reduces the time taken to complete it. By the way, this is also the same tactic you can use in the Diamond Casino heist. Then, for the ECU job, go with the sharpshooter loadout with the sticky bombs. Place the sticky bombs on the track as shown, and then blow them up as the train goes through them. If it's not timed correctly, then it's not an issue, no problem. You just have to do it the regular way and shoot the other brake cylinders. Once the train is stopped, Sasanta will message you the container numbers which you can check on the side, which makes it easier to find the correct one and complete it faster. That's all for the auto shop contracts. The second best way to make money with the auto shop are the car deliveries. Basically, a customer will deliver their car in for modifications. Well, sometimes they will. Because every 48 minutes there's a 50-50 chance that a customer can bring in a car. If you're successful, Sasanta will message you, but if you get no message, wait another 48 minutes, and if there's still no car, then there will be a guaranteed one in under 10 minutes. So if you're unlucky, you could be waiting for up to 2 hours, but best case, one every 48 minutes. However, buying that second car lift splits that speed in half. So instead of 48 minutes, it's now 24 minutes, if that makes sense. Anyway, when you get your car, customize it to how the customer wants it. You can also make your own modifications as well, but you have to keep the requested ones as well. And very rarely you can get a satisfaction bonus. After that, you have to pay to deliver the vehicle and then deliver it in mint condition to make it easy $20,000 to $30,000 in profit. What's cool about it is that some of the cars you get are blacklisted, meaning that you can't buy them in GTA 5 anymore. If a customer brings in a vehicle you really like, all you have to do is walk up to it and press purchase vehicle, and bingo, you now have a blacklisted car. There are 3 tiers to these customer vehicles: low tier, medium tier and high tier. Low tier gives you 20k in profit, medium gives you 25k, and the high tier gives you 30k in profit. The final way to make money with this business is the exotic exports list, which is similar to Simeon's export list if you're an OG player, which is unlocked after you complete your first auto shop contract. Every day, basically, there's 10 vehicles that you have to find across Los Santos. You can look at the chalkboard inside your auto shop for the specific vehicles of that day, or you can call Sasanta and request a list. When you find one, you can deliver it to the docks for $20,000 per car. If you can collect all 10 vehicles for that day, you get $200,000 and an extra $100,000 bonus. Some locations are close to the docks and some are quite far, but there's a method for this that can save you lots of time. Spawning your cargo bob or your iron mule, it doesn't really matter, but the iron mule is a much better vehicle for this. Anyway, just fly towards the car and hook your grappling hook to the car, and then fly into the docks, and then get inside the car once you're at the location for your cash reward. So those are the 3 ways to make money, but what about the perks? Well, for starters, you unlock every single modification for your specific vehicle in the game, which should otherwise be locked, which can save you millions in the long run. But you do gotta note that you can't equip HSW upgrades or customized weaponized vehicles here, as that still requires the LS car meet or the MOC. Also, for every money making method you do in the auto shop, you unlock these reputation levels, which can get you special rewards, including trade prices for vehicles in the Los Santos Tuners upgrade, I think, and stuff like that. And then finally, if you do tier 4 of Los Santos Tuners, you can get the Gran Turismo Classic for free, which I've talked about in a recent video. So the challenges are, you have to unlock 10 platinum awards for the Los Santos Tuners, complete 25 robbery contracts, reach reputation level 100, and then earn $5 million from the customer deliveries. And then after that you can claim your Turismo Classic, pre-modified with HSW upgrades, by the way. And to be honest, that's all I have today. I felt like that was quite a short video, but anyway, if you enjoyed this guide, make sure you like and subscribe, and I hope to see you return. Again, sorry if the video got rushed, but again, I'm not feeling the best. But yeah, that's it, I'm done. Probably just gonna go sleep now.